Jumping into the number 5 spot of the top 5 IEMs for gaming this Prime Day 2025 is the Linsol Blonde BLO3 II, typically priced at $36.99, now on sale, guys, for $29.59. But if at any point during the video you want to check out any of the 5 IEM deals in this video, there's Amazon links below for the US, UK, Canada, and international links. But the BLO3 IIs, the audio quality here is more balanced than others in this class, with a slight emphasis on the upper frequencies, which can be really good for gaming and directionality when gaming specifically. Bass performance isn't amazing here, but it's definitely better than others in this price point. However, if you're coming from headsets, for the money, you're probably going to be blown away by these IEMs just because dollar for dollar, IEMs in general just have way better audio quality than headsets. It just costs more to manufacture headsets than it does IEMs. Now, the build quality here is extremely basic with just a black metal body and nice clear cables. As for comfort and fitment, they sit in my ears nicely and they're fairly light, and because of that, they're quite comfortable. Overall, a great value pick for some serious performance per dollar on this Prime Day. But with that, let's move on to the number 4 spot. This is the Linsol Keyfine Clean, typically priced at $54.99, now on sale for $43.99. These IEMs actually hold my pick for the best budget IEM of 2025. The audio quality here is seriously impressive, with really great clarity in the upper frequencies without being harsh. And for music specifically, it has impressive separation of instruments, and in-game, that translates to much more immersive experience that also makes it significantly easier to determine directionality, so that's pretty good here. As for bass, they have decent fullness, but they don't have as much bass as I would prefer. This is common though for IEMs in this price point. Bass is kind of one of the harder things to do in a very small form factor. Build quality is nice, but nothing special here. It has a diamond design and comes with only 3 sets of ear tips and an extra nozzle, which is nice. Comfort and fitment in the ears is quite comfortable. They fit well for me, though I do wish they had more ear tips to kind of dial in that fitment perfectly. Overall, this is the best Prime Day deal for a budget IEM. But let's bump it up a notch, why don't we? Moving on to the number 3 spot, this is the Keyfine Delsey, typically priced at $75, now on sale for $63.19. The audio quality here gets a definite step up when compared to the cleans, having better quality drivers, resulting in more bass and a cleaner top end, but slightly less separation. This makes it, for me, better overall for music and more emotional in-game, if not slightly worse directionality. Still very, very good, but the cleans just did that really quite well. Still really good, but don't get me wrong, the cleans, even with a substantial price difference, are very, very good. They're just a very good IEM. But these are, though, objectively better. They just have higher quality drivers. The build here is lighter than the previous IEM, and I find it overall comfier in the ear. It's also easier to find the perfect fit because this comes with 7 different ear tips, which I very much appreciate. Overall, this is a fantastic set of IEMs that put some of the best headsets ever in their crosshairs for about a quarter of the money. IEMs rule for audio quality. But let's bump it up another notch. This moves us into the number 2 spot. This is the Linsol Kiwi Ears Orchestra Lite, typically priced at a whopping $249, now on sale for $199.20. Now, this is no normal IEM here. These completely leave the very good audio quality IEMs and now enter into audiophile territory. Audio quality becomes an experience, deeply emotional, and for many people, transcendent. If you've never listened to seriously high-end audio equipment, this is actually an exceptionally cheap way to get into it. I know that sounds crazy, but to get an experience like this gives you with that level of quality, for something like headphones, you could be spending $1,000 plus, and for speakers, like a surround sound system, you might be spending $30,000 plus. The trebles here are lifelike and unbelievably crisp without even the smallest hint of being overly sharp. The mids are crazy full with extreme separation, like you can hear every different sound or instrument in music by itself. In-game directionality is not only super easy to pinpoint where sounds are coming from, but the immersion is incredible. This is at a level where you'll start to research games like audio quality and the mixing that went into each one of these games and try to find games that have a higher quality audio experience because, well, you can actually fully appreciate it. Now the bass here gets really impressively low, but I just want a tad more, and that's really the only thing I would say with these IEMs. However, with that being said, it's extremely clean with literally no noticeable muddiness. Now the build quality here is absolutely insane because each one of these is hand built. So because it's a resin body, like part of it is resin, it's technically a one of one because that resin design is gonna dry differently and be poured differently every single time. So really every single one of these is a one of one IEM, which is pretty freaking cool. Comfort here is good because they lock into place. Now, they are on the larger side and they do weigh a lot more because there's a bunch of drivers inside. However, it doesn't feel as heavy in the ears you expect because of that more locked in feeling. That being said, after hours of usage, both when gaming and listening to music, I did feel some fatigue, and so that's part of it. However, if you want to get into an audiophile level experience, both when gaming or listening to music, this is probably the cheapest way to possibly do it, especially now on Prime Day. For under 200 bucks, that's a pretty amazing experience. But with that, let's move on to the number one best IEM Prime Day deal. These are my favorite IEMs of all time and my daily drivers. These are the Moondrop Blessing 3s, typically priced at a whopping $359.99, now on sale for only $287.99, which I know sounds like a lot of money, but for what these IEMs are, that's a very good price. While the orchestra lights take the quality to an audiophile level, these perfect the bass and even build on every part of the frequency range by giving even more separation. The most impressive part is the separate bass driver that gives the most unbelievably low bass that is perfectly clean, and it gives the level of bass that is accurate to the music and game, but just makes it so freaking unbelievably rich that it is just glorious. It is euphoric. So very emotional, but also accurate. The trebles are as clean and go as high as anything I've ever heard, with the mids being so clear and full. Not just that, but you don't need an amplifier to run these well. I actually travel with these and have replaced my noise canceling headphones with these IEMs. When traveling, I just plug them directly into my USB Type-C dongle in my iPhone, and music still sounds unbelievably good. In game though, these are basically just imperceivable from real life. Directionality is perfect. Bass response is unbelievably emotional when explosions go off and you're shooting and it's just the bass comes through. It's freaking transcendent. Now, the other best part about these is the fitment. I mean, that's what really makes these. Not just that they have the drivers, but the fitment is freaking phenomenal. These fit so perfectly in my ear and create a perfect seal every single time that keep out about 300% more noise than a noise canceling headphone. And I mean like a nice one, like a Sony 1000 XM, like something like that. And that's not because of like any active noise cancellation, it's just because the seal is so freaking good. They also allow for the full quality of the drivers to be heard all the time because there's never any leaks. It's not like it loosens over time, which some others will do. Because of that, comfort is awesome here. Even on 10-hour plus long flights, which is what I bring, this is my daily driver for traveling, or for super long gaming sessions, these are by far my favorite IEMs, and they're very comfortable. Even, I'm serious, for like 10, 12 hours on flights before, no ear fatigue. It's really impressive. And the fact that you can get these things for under 300 bucks this Prime Day is absolutely wild. But again, guys, if you want to check out any of the 5 IEM deals, there's Amazon links below for the US, UK, Canada, and international links. A great selection of IEM deals for Prime Day. Just kind of like came out of left field for me. We've never done an IEM deal video before on Black Friday or Prime Day or any of them. So I'm very excited because this was a great one with a lot of excellent IEMs. And I tried to give a good range of all of my favorite best picks all along a different price category. So whatever you want to get into, you guys have. This is Consumer Tech Review, and I'll see you guys in the next video.